Yo, 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 yo. We are back for another dope episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway. What up, hey, Boogie?
Hi, and I'm Adrian Bradyberg. What are these shades that you got on?
Hey, man, sometimes haters be out here. So, gotta have the hater blockers on. That's what these are. These are the hater blockers, aka the I don't want to see what's going on shades. So that's what we doing out here.
These are,
Block it all.
those are the lawnmower visor shades. The I need to go pick up some some wood shades. I don't know what.
These are we have had a great weekend. My eyes are kind of low shades. These are also not to be confused with you might be racist shades if you're a white guy. So,
No, but you got to put those up right here by your on your hat, on top of your hat. How
gotta
they
be
be
like,
doing it?
there we
Yeah,
go.
right
Rocking
on
them
your head.
face.
Yep.
Shout out to the day ones. Make sure you like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. If you're new to the program, this is a late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. Boogie! Hater blockers are back on. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm currently recording in my mother's basement because I am in Chicago.
The new stew. I like it.
This is the new stew. Yeah, all the stuff that no one wants is right behind me, or they forget about. You
Is that
know,
a dartboard on the wall or is that a clock?
great question. That is a clock, but we do have a dartboard as well.
I can't see. The one bad thing about the hater blockers is you can't see a whole lot of things that's
Yeah,
going on. So they really do block stuff.
yeah,
They block everything, even when you're trying to see.
they
That's
handle it.
dope.
Yeah, they doing exactly what they need to do. Them blockers are really blocking.
It's funny when you wear shades like this. Black people are always like, "Oh, you that nigga, huh?"
Right.
Every black person that sees is just like any black person sees it. Okay, this person either knows how to have a good time, they're gonna be the drunk uncle on the grill, or they might be a coon. You just never
It's
know.
a little bit of everything. It's a
It's a
mixed
toss up.
bag because those are also "Hey, I'm the captain in this boat as well. I have a speedboat and I'll be driving to the."
You know what I was going for? I was trying to go for like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh,
I'm
I
trying to
see that.
go for the "Can you dig it?" The sucker snap
Yeah,
into a Slim Jim. That's what I'm going for.
I could
You know,
definitely see that. You have accomplished that.
these were the perfect shades for like when you're out there on the water or in nature. When you're
Yeah,
like, okay, I don't want white people to mess with me, so I gotta have something that lets them know, hey, he's cool. He's one of the good ones.
yep.
This is the telltale sign. When I'm walking through the trail and everything, when I'm out on the yak, on the water and everything, they're like, oh, he might be trouble. Nah, I see the shades. He's
Yep.
a good one. It's the
Ah,
small things to
it's the
keep
little
people
things.
from messing with you when you're
Hey,
out
man.
in nature.
It's the small things, but it definitely makes sense because they be noticing. So,
They do. Sometimes I have the urge, like when I go into heavily populated, not black areas, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should put like an American flag on the back of my car.
oh God,
Something just so they're like, hey, let's not pull him over. You know, he's a law
oh God.
abiding black.
Oh God. Oh man. How are you doing though? How was your week? How's everything?
The week has been good, man.
Yeah.
I spent a little time with the parents. I feel like I say that every time. I'm
Yeah.
on here.
You
I've been
be
spending.
boy, you a parentally loving you a good son right there.
I think you know what it is because I spent so much time living in Chicago. So now that I
Okay.
am
Hmm.
back in the state, I got to make up for lost time. My brother lives in Texas, so since I am here, I gotta plant my flag in the ground as being the best son.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, even though I was born first, so it was
Oh, okay.
already like, hey, you're already number one. So now that I'm back in the state, I gotta be like, hey, bro, you ain't been coming home.
Yeah.
I'm here
Let
though.
me put in
So,
this work. Let me put in this work real quick.
you know. So I got to spend some time with them. I learned how to properly pick collard greens, and when I say properly, I mean hold the bag while someone else does the picking.
I I I'm always uneven when we have to do things like picking outside. That's why they say harvest. Hey, it's harvest season. They don't because they want to remove
Oh, the
the
picking, the
negative,
negative
yeah,
connotation.
connotation.
No.
They
Well,
say harvest.
well, see, I do understand. See, if this was like a community, like a white garden, I bet. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa, we ain't picking nothing.
yeah.
No, since
Hey
this is my,
guys, you guys over there, we're getting ready to pick some.
it's like what? Work in the dirt for
Yeah,
free? No, no,
yeah,
no. But since this is my parents' garden,
yeah.
I was like, don't mind if I do visit the grocery store, aka the backyard.
Man,
You know, I'd rather not pay for collard greens. So, pick some collard greens, have some nice
yeah,
squash, and did all that. And I underestimated the process of what it takes to make a Sunday dinner
yeah.
or um just a
A meal in
Thanksgiving
general.
dinner
Yeah,
in general. So I was like, you know what? Got all these greens. So I want to make, the dressing and a Cornish hen. I want some yams with some macaroni and cheese. And I was like, yeah, about halfway through, I was like, this is such a daunting process that I don't ever want to do this again.
yeah.
Everything slapped. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this to the aunties and
The
all those
professionals.
that do this. I
Yeah,
understand why people I understand why Thanksgiving only comes around once a year. I get it.
yeah,
I understand why you only do it once, and
yeah,
I get it because you be
yeah.
tired by the time it comes around next year.
My mom only cooks on special occasions. Those are the times when my mother decides to even make any type of dish whatsoever.
Mama
Yeah.
Bugs is doing it right. But how you been? You've been in Chicago.
Been
How's
in
the Windy City
Chicago.
treating you?
Windy City was, man, I it's been almost 2 years. I haven't been in Chicago and definitely missed the food. I was
Of
stuffing my
course.
face left and right. I had a foodie tour, did that thug
Where'd you
thizzle.
go first?
Uh, well, first thing I had to do was I'm a breakfast food
Okay.
fanatic, so I had to order me some breakfast food. Nothing particular, I just it's the access, the accessibility in
This is very
Chicago
true.
because there's so many great places. Not that
This
I
is very
needed
true.
anything specific, but I wanted to go to Batter and Berries, but I
Clutch.
decided, yeah, I decided I didn't wanna make that travel. So
Or the wait.
or the wait, because I was hungry now. So I ordered from this place. It's a new spot. Dare this is another sidebar. Man, Chicago got a whole bunch of restaurants. For some reason,
Tons.
after even though we're still in the pandemic, but when everyone decided that the pandemic was over, restaurants was like, "All right, it's our time," and and started opening up new spots. And man, oh man, this is why I love Chicago,
Yeah.
man, because I found gyms that I never thought to go to, and they were hitting. They were hitting. The only
Hidden
thing that,
gems are the best.
yeah, the only place that I had to go was this brewery that also sells tavern style pizza, and it's called Peace Brewery. Best
Okay.
pizza, boy. I even dabbled in a little meat. Had to
Oh,
get a little,
what?
had to get a little meat.
So, since you don't dabble in the meat often, did it blow your stomach up?
No, it didn't blow my stomach up, but I did have like a little, I was burping a little bit, but
Okay,
not
okay.
like to the point where I was like, I ain't doing this again. Like it didn't destroy my stomach. It was more so like, oh, okay, huh,
Well, I can't do meat
huh,
within reason. So
yeah.
was this a deep dish pie? Was it the thin? Because
It was
Chicago's too different.
thin, baby,
Okay,
thin all
okay,
day. It's
okay.
called the style is called tavern style. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's tavern
What
style.
what is the difference between tavern style and just the regular thin?
Nothing. It's the actual description. That's
You
the
just made
actual
it in a
name of it.
bar.
Yeah, it's just the cut. 'Cause
Okay.
we usually do, square cuts, but
Love a
they d
square.
the tavern style, they actually have it the triangle, the
Triangle.
big triangle
Okay.
one. That's it. It's a
Going
cut.
against the grain in Chicago, they like,
Nothing.
yeah, we're just gonna cut it the regular way. Okay.
Yep, that's it. But yeah, I visited my peoples. You know, my mom's birthday. I spent out here just, what I'm saying, celebrating her. I feel like every time you go over to your parents' house, they always have something for you to do. I
Every
was
time.
there, right? I was there to hang out, be present. But no, I was I clearly I was sent there to do chores.
Hey man, you got to get that sweat equity because then that's when they're like, okay, let me give you a couple of places to go home with. Here's a little cash in your account.
Man,
You put that sweat equity in, they bless you on the back end.
yeah. No, but I'm having a good time. I leave today. Next time we record, I'll be back in the Philly streets. So yeah, it was a good time.
Back in the city of brotherly love. So let me ask you this. I know you said you was the breakfast person. So which one? Experience or
Oh.
yolk?
Oh.
Which one does Boogie
Look
go
at you.
to?
Look at you. It
I'm
depends on which one
knowing.
it depends on which one closer. I will
Okay,
say
okay.
I will say there was an experience and a yolk right next to each other.
Ooh, that was
Um,
beef.
one time, and I was like, man, which one should we go to? I honestly went to the one that had the least amount of wait time.
There's no line at yolk. That's where we're going.
Man, I promise you.
Okay, you see, either one, they're
They're,
both great.
yeah, they're both good.
Here's where experience
Oh,
has the nod. Okay,
okay, okay.
there's two things. The the breakfast sausage. Like if you're a links
Oh,
person,
yeah.
the links go harder at experience.
Okay.
And also, experience has the fresh juice machine.
Oh,
You're not
yeah.
getting that at Yolk. At Yolk, you're getting it's not Tropicana because you can tell it's different. But experience I go to just get the juice. I just want juice, player. Because I got that little machine, and you just like, what is this? Like it's so much oranger. Like it's oranger than oranges. You like, bro, what
Look
are y'all
at you
putting
out
into
here
this?
with the details.
Sometimes you be noticing these things. That's why the
Okay.
line is so much longer at
Yeah.
experiencing in this yolk. It's the
Oh,
juice and the sausage. That's what it
okay.
is.
Okay.
That is what it is.
Yes,
Boogie.
sir.
I got a grinding of the gears. And I know what you're saying. Nate, you have a grinding of the gears every week. So what is new? Let me
You know
tell
what
you.
really grinds my gears?
The grinding of the gears this week, Boogie,
Hmm.
is we're coming off of Prime Day,
Oh, here we
Prime
go.
Week,
Here we go.
whatever they're dubbing it as, where you can just get the best deals ever. I gotta put my hater shades on for this one, Boogie, because
Oh God.
Prime were hating. They was hating for them funky little 2 days that they had this. Say, what happened to it being a whole week? I
Oh God.
remember, are we that old to where I can say I remember when it was a whole week of deals? Now we're down to just 2 days of deals.
Oh.
It's not really a deal because everything that I wanted was not on sale.
Oh God.
Everything. And you can't say, hey, we know you've been eyeing this over here. We know you've been looking at this little green screen over here, but it's still gonna be the same price it was when you looked at it 2 and 3 weeks ago.
Mm-mm.
What is the point, Jeff Bezos? I know you're watching. I know you're listening. I need you to make the things that I put in my cart that I keep taking out my cart, save for later. Put it back in here. Save for later. Put it back. I need you to make those things discounted. Come on, Bezos.
Yeah, I will say I went on just to check. I wasn't trying to buy nothing. I just wanted to see what's the big hubbub. Was it really it wasn't dealing like I remember it to be.
It
You know what
really
I'm saying?
wasn't. It's always on stuff that's like you don't need.
Yeah,
It's like I already got 2 of these. I don't need another NutriBullet. Like,
yeah.
come on.
It was
Like
random stuff too. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this neon green? Shoemaker, shoe your shiner. Like, come on, man.
It was like clothespins for your laundry line. I
Right.
got a dryer. It's like it was like, come on, who's buying this stuff, bro? I was so disappointed. I was like, not a single deal here. Even the stuff where it was like, you know what? I have been looking at this desk. None of
Yeah.
those were on sale. I was like,
Uh,
bro, like, what are you doing?
yeah.
So,
They trying
that's
to get rid of inventory fast. These like stuff that isn't selling. That's what's on Prime.
that's what this was got to be. That's what's got to be. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just wait till like back to school time, which is like tomorrow, because
Oh
you
God.
go into the store and it was like it was just grilling season, and now y'all got out back to school stuff. I feel like the kids just got out of school. I turn around and they back in school again. Like, what is going
Yeah.
on?
Ugh.
But that's a grinding for
Yeah.
another day.
Yeah. They need to do better for real.
So next Prime Day, whenever they have it, Jeff, hook your boy up with some better deals, man. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is just for some better deals. That's all I want. That is
They,
all the
they
people
won't. They won't.
want. They said this has been duly noted, and yeah, not gonna happen.
It is
Not
not happening.
gonna happen. Boogie.
Yes, sir.
That time on the show where we like to tip the hat to folks who are doing dope things in the communities.
I'm tipping my hat.
Let's get to it. Who you got this week?
My tipping of the hat this week has got to go to Sha'Carri Richardson, but also I just want to throw it out. Also, all the women out there in the track and field Olympics, okay? But let's let's really stand out. Let's take the time to really give the flowers to Sha'Carri Richardson. She recently just edged in front of Sharika Jackson and
Man,
Felicia in the 100-meter World Championships. So Sha'Carri will be going out to, is it Budapest?
yeah, one of them, Budapest, Tokyo.
Yeah, it's Tokyo too.
Yeah,
But yeah, but the point is, she is Olympian. She is
that's
going
right.
out there.
She
She's
back.
gonna be defending US in the worlds. That's what they saying now. So shout out to Sha'Carri. She back
She back.
doing it. She ain't had no L's, giving it what you need. Them W's right then and there.
As soon as my feet touch those blocks, I need my theme music. You know, in prime time, I was like, what's my theme music? I need Don't Call It a Comeback. I need LL Cool J. Just as soon as the feet, don't call it a comeback. That's it. That's all you need. Just cut it
That's
off
all
after
you
that.
need right then and
Cut it
there.
off.
She pulled the wig out. Did you see said? She said, rip me off my wig. I'm getting this W. Hey.
Do you think that was because it was really hot out there, or was that an intimidation tactic? Which one do you think it was?
I think it was a little bit of both because when she ripped the wig off, she had some clean straight backs right then and there. Them braids, she had some style. She had a style on her hair. So
She was like, just in case it's too hot, let me make sure the underneath is looking right too. You know what? She should do that every match. Every match, she should just be like, you know what? Fuck this.
yeah, but also
Straight
be
back.
careful of your edges though, Sha'Carri. You don't want to rip it off and your edges fall with it.
Straight backs lets me know one thing. I'm about to dust all y'all. If I see
Yeah,
an opponent with straight backs, not
yeah,
no design at all, you
yeah.
didn't come to play. You
She
just
did
like,
have
you know what?
she did have a design the last match, but again, she had to switch it up. She's been giving you different looks every match, so shout out to her for sure.
You know what I'm doing? If I'm Shikari and I know I don't like my opponents or whatever, I'm getting like their faces put like in the back of
No,
my head.
stop.
So when I'm like, whoop, 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 you see yourself losing, you just like, dang.
You just see your back of your head like, is that me?
I would put like a sad, like you just sad, just like, dang, like how the hell did her braider put me in tears? Like
Skills all day, left and
I'm
right.
coming up with something to just to put it that much more. Like I'm first, you last, and I don't know. I'm coming up with something to be really petty. That's just what I'm doing.
Oh man, yeah. Shout out to her.
Petty McGee.
Who you got for your tipping?
I am tipping my hat to Hill Harper. He has thrown his name into the ring for U.S. Senate. He's running here in Michigan. So
Okay.
kudos to Mr. Harper. He's doing big things in Detroit and in the greater Detroit area. So I'm interested to see what he's doing. He had I guess his opening campaign a couple days ago. A lot of people turned out. So let's
Oh,
go,
for
Hill.
real?
let's get some things changed here in my home state. So kudos to that brother right there. Quick honorable mention
Okay.
for people who are doing dope things out here in
Yeah.
the communities. Lil Uzi Vert becomes the first rapper of 2023 to score a #1 album.
Shout out.
So again, kudos to him. We are halfway through 2023, and this is the first time a rap artist has scored #1 this
Kind
year.
of sad if you ask me.
Step it up, rappers. But he's in good company.
Yeah.
It's him, J. Cole, and Drake are the only 3 people in hip hop to have had all of their studio albums to go #1.
Oh,
So that
wow.
was
Okay.
a dope accomplishment there. So shout out to Uzi for being in good company there.
What does Uzi mean? Sorry, I sound like a
It's like
old.
old auntie.
Yeah, I really do. I sound like an old auntie. What's
I
it?
have no idea what
Okay.
that means, and I would be interested to know if it is like an acronym for something.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, is it oozing with? Like, is it short for oozing?
Oozing
Right.
with the Riz.
Right.
What would it be? Let's see, under zebra intelligence, because you never know what these niggas be saying now. With they rap names. But I will say this though, that I just want to rap.
Yeah.
That song will get you if you are just like I don't want to be in the gym. You put that song on, you like okay, let me crank out these miles on the treadmill.
But it's also the shortest song in life. Like, I want it to
A
be
minute
a
and a half.
little bit. Yeah, I need a full. I need a full 4. Come on.
What would the full 4 minute? Because what is he gonna do? He gonna switch it up. How's he gonna make it longer?
Good question. I don't know, but I need a full song.
The remix. I want to hear the remix. That
Yeah.
is so. You know what? Maybe the remix will be the full song. It's like y'all thought I was done. Here's the remix, giving it longer.
Doing more
maybe
dances, make up. Right. Hilarious.
Seeing old people try to do that dance because no, I'm convinced only the young people know how to do it on beat. Everybody is just kind of you off a
It's
little
just
bit.
confidence. You gotta have confidence. Because first of all, if you actually slow the dance down, it's not difficult. It's just you just don't want to look goofy doing it. You gotta look confident. You gotta be like, hey, this is my move. I'm doing it.
You know what it was? They had to have taken a portion of when Lil Kim was doing her little B
Oh
thing. It was like,
yeah.
how can we speed it up a little bit? That's what they did.
Very good point.
That's what they did.
Very
But hey,
good
I like it. I like it, and I don't like a lot of these new nigga songs. But I'm like, you know what? What's
I
that
can get with
Jay-Z meme where he's just like,
Yeah.
that's me.
That's me.
I'm like, I like it. But anyways, kudos to all those folks who are doing dope ass things. Boogie, let's get to this ad and we'll be right back with news you can or can't use. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I got to tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, for news you can or can't use. Excuse me. In a good news here to start off the segment here. Carly Russell has been found alive. I know a lot of you guys have been keeping up with what has been going on. She was driving down the highway. She said she saw a toddler So she did what most of us would do. She called the police. She stopped to check on said
Mhm.
child. She called her family,
Mhm.
and it appeared that she was abducted.
Mhm.
Um, they went on. She was all over social media. They went on, like a search for her. So Saturday, she turned up at her folks' home. She was returned.
Mhm.
So I think that is fantastic news, because normally when
Absolutely.
you hear stories like this, they don't end. They
They
don't end
don't end
well.
well. Yeah.
So that was just some good news. Also, though, because people are gonna be dumb on the socials, and we're
For sure.
seeing a lot of the conspiracy theories, and she did this to herself and all these things. Can y'all just not do this? Can y'all just you know let things play out before y'all decide to dangle all these dumbass conspiracy theories out there? Can y'all just look at the situation and learn from this? Because
Absolutely.
if you see a youth or anyone calling for distress on the street or on the road, just keep driving. Keep on driving. Call 911. Hey, it's a little baby out here. Can
I was
y'all
just about to
come
say,
get to the mile marker?
hey, she's a good one. Shout out to her for being a actual good person. But hey, you can call me whatever you want. But if I see a baby, I'm gonna be like, damn, there's a baby on the on the road, and I'm gonna keep rolling, and then I'm gonna call, hey, hey, there's a baby on the road. Y'all go check that out there now, okay? Because it won't
There's a
be me.
baby on Jefferson Street just kind of hanging out.
I think he dealing. He might be running a string. But yeah, definitely glad to hear that she is back home safe. Now they got to take the time to really, you know, evaluate,
Yeah.
understand what's going on, because clearly she is distraught. She's experienced some things, so everyone just give her the time to
Give her some grace.
yeah, grace to just mend and understand what just transpired in the last 48 hours. So yeah, good news to hear that she has returned.
You know what I think? I think that the pressure was too hot. They saw everything on social
Yeah,
media and it was like,
I
we
think
got to
that's what it
return
was.
her.
Hey, we got one, but she is everywhere. So I don't know how we gonna get her through. So let's
It
let her
was like,
go.
let it go. Yeah, this is one of those telltale signs, ladies, hell, even men, y'all out, especially at night.
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
if it just seems a little weird or whatever, just
Mm-hmm.
just just go with your gut. I'm not saying she didn't do that or anything. I'm just saying for those who see situations and things like this, even like when I go to the gym, I stop going late at night
Mm,
because sometimes crackheads be popping up like, yeah, you got
mm.
some money, and it's like, it's night. Like, what you
Yeah,
doing, bro? You can't be walking up on me like this. So
yeah.
just be careful, y'all. Be careful.
Whew, yeah.
All right. So now let's get to some lighter news here. There has been over 200 billion. Listen, notice
Whoa.
that's that billion with a B stolen in PPP loans, and it was used for Lamborghinis, beach homes, and jewelry. So this is one of the worst heists in American history. Because according to Small Business Administrators Office of the Inspector General, tens of thousands of PPP loan fraudsters used the funds to purchase luxury goods, including Lamborghinis, vacation homes, private jet flights, and Cartier jewelry, to name a few. The country lost, as an estimate, 200 billion in COVID relief funds due to the system being so easy to manipulate. Since during the COVID-19 pandemic, Congress issued 1.2 trillion
Mm,
dollars in
mm, mm.
2020 and 2021 COVID relief funds for businesses through the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, or the EIDLP, and the Paycheck Protection Program, also known as the PPP. I didn't know that's what it stood for.
Wait, say that
Uh,
again. What is this? What does it stand for again? The
Payment
P.
Protection Program,
Well, guess
or
what? They
the
did not
PPP.
protect any of they payments that they was
All
giving
them niggas was pushing P.
Man, do you not understand? But also, like, kudos to them. Seriously, can I just say
To the
that? Kudos.
fraudsters?
Yeah, kudos to them. Because I'm sure, I'm sure the government in general has a number of people, politicians, they're out here frauding, finding the cracks, the slivers to get this money any way they can. Like, why can't the general public do the same thing? Just saying.
The problem is the general public is not legitimately using it.
Yeah.
When there are people in the
No,
government
good
who
point.
are who are frauding, because again, fraud is fraud.
Yeah,
They're
fraud is
at
fraud.
least using it for their business. These niggas,
I think,
again,
yeah.
were buying Lambos.
Okay.
Let me go through some of this.
Okay.
So it says here, it says that the fraud was so easy to commit. All the information was self-reported and none of it was verified or checked. Haywood Telco of LexisNexis Risk Solutions told the Post. During the height of the pandemic, it was really hard to purchase luxury items like Rolls Royces, high-end Mercedes-Benz because you had to walk in with cash from the PPP to purchase these items. So they knew that it was just going to be an influx of dummies. And some of these people, y'all just made it easy for them to catch y'all. Let me finish it up here, Boogie. I'll round it out here because this is where, because this is to your point where you were like, well, why do some of these other people get caught? Listen to some of these business names.
Oh God.
Former NFL player Josh Bellamy, one of many PPP loan scammers, reportedly collected 1.2 million in loans for his company, Drip Entertainment LLC. I can only imagine what is going on at Drip LLC.
Drip, drip, drip.
They have gone through some getting money.
Oh.
There's so many of these names that have Drip or Gorillas Get Money. There's
God.
many horrible names here. When all you had to do is just, how about Carol's Kitchen? You know, at least we can assume that you're cooking up something in Carol's Kitchen. But entertainment,
yeah,
come on.
But I also, like, if you have these names, you should have a business at least would fit said name. Like Drip Entertainment, what is this supposed to be? Jewelry?
Like, gotta be,
yeah.
My bad, go ahead.
Jewelry or like a strip club, dancing.
Some type of entertainment.
Something. You know what I'm saying? The entertainment was, I'm about to blow this back real quick.
Other notable people. Baby Blue. He did a 20-month bid for him. Carly Red, her ex. He got a whole bunch of so many people who were doing things. The crazy part about this though is there were legitimate people who had small businesses who got like $2,000.
Nothing. Yeah.
Who didn't get anything.
Yeah.
But y'all niggas, and my thing is this, Boogie, I'm actually, you know what? I'm low key. I blame my parents. I blame my parents for raising such an upstanding citizen. I just wish that my parents would have, maybe sprinkled in some unscrupulous activities along the way of raising me. Because I would have took advantage of this. I wouldn't have had, Big Drip LLC. I would have been like, yeah, I need 20 million. But I would have used that 20 million for the podcast. But here you go, Boogie. Here's a brand new Benz. Let's write it off for the podcast. You need to drive
I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't know how. I don't honestly. I agree with you because I'm always weary about some extra stuff. I'm like, what? Nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna stick with the bare minimum over here. I'm gonna stick with this over here.
As Boogie said, no handouts from Nate LLC.
Yeah.
It's for the pod, Boogie. It's for the pod.
No. Hey, look, have you noticed everybody has an LLC now? I know I got me an LLC.
I do too.
Yeah. Everybody. But also, we should all be in business with ourselves in some form or fashion. But let it be a legitimate business. Just don't get a business just for the PPP. You got to do something with it.
Rule number one to being outside, you got to have an LLC. If you don't got an LLC, we ain't listening to you.
Where that EIN number at? Where is that? Where is that?
Oh, this nigga's official. He got an LLC.
Oh God.
A microphone and an LLC will
That's
take
all you
you
need.
long.
That's all you need.
I just and I'm not upset with these niggas taking the money. I just wanted you to use it
Yeah.
responsibly.
No
Like
such
y'all know
thing.
you
There's
gotta
no
pay
such
this
thing.
back.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as taking money and using it responsibly.
Oh, 20 million responsibly.
Yeah, you know that's not gonna work out, right?
I mean, there was just someone in the accounting department, like, yeah, just they was just stamping these approval.
I guess this is my job. I guess.
Like, and now you know what's gonna happen. Heaven forbid there's another pandemic that happens.
Yeah.
No one's getting PP loan. You can't even get $1. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
It's
They're
just
gonna
like
be a lot more strict. It's gonna be, yeah, you messing it up for the general.
what
So
was crazy is we saw it happening. It was just like, where is this influx of money? It even said in the article, it was like, yeah, not many people have money, yet there has been an influx of luxury vehicles being purchased right now from one community. And it's like, niggas, you made their job very easy. Like, I would have been like, you know what? I bought like a couple of laundromats. I did buy a Ferrari, but I also bought a couple other businesses over here
oh
too
God.
to kind of balance it out. You know, they just didn't balance it out.
Well, I hope that this is a lesson, a lesson that everyone can understand and learn, and really, really try not to get into these situations again. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth it? Because now you got to go to jail.
So what
So
you're saying is, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
just saying.
Or just have a legitimate business. Because like in the amount of time, like when you got that money, you could have created a business
You could have
in
created
that
a
time
business.
frame.
Absolutely.
Like you legit could have been like, but wait. I did start the business, so you
Yep.
can't even come after me.
And people thought they wasn't gonna get caught. If everybody doing it, I'm good.
I guarantee there are the people who didn't get caught, or the niggas who's like, you know, I only took a meal, and you know, I kept it hush hush. I didn't tell none of y'all I got it. Those are the people who are probably gonna be okay.
Mm,
So Boogie, if there is another pandemic, which probably will be,
mhm,
are you taking the
mhm.
PPP loan? Knowing what you know now, are you going to risk it still? Because you know people are going to still do it. They still going to make that calculated
Yeah,
risk.
people will find a way to finagle. It's just I would take it because I have a business and I've been looking for some, some seed money to catapult said businesses. But you got to do it right. I'm that scary person that would take the money and never spend it and
Yeah,
and wait on it, sit on it, and wait and see if it's good. And if somebody come to me and be like, I'd be
I ain't
like,
spending a dime.
check this out, cuz. Let me go ahead and give you this receipt, this bank account real quick, because I ain't spend not a dime.
You hit the presto change, so cuz let me do a
Right,
quick cash app.
right. Not a cash app.
What's the government's cash app?
Right. Y'all do Zelle out here? Let me Zelle y'all real quick.
But I got many ways to get y'all money.
Right.
You know, I'm saying
Would you take it?
Knowing what I know now, I'm not gonna go out here and be full stupid. I'm not gonna take the full 20. I might take 5, but
Exactly.
I'm still going to put that towards. I'll be like, look, I bought hella lights. There's hella ring lights around here, my boy. You know, so you look.
Wait, not ring. This man said ring lights.
We writing this off, so when they come back, I'm keeping a ledger and a ledger for the
Yeah.
ledger. Like, look,
Man, I will get Expensify or whatever app so I can take pictures of all these receipts. So
QuickBooks.
yeah, you will not. I will Paycom you, okay?
They would be like, damn, huh? It was like we ain't trying to owe y'all nothing, okay?
Yeah, you will not catch me. No.
Man, well, good luck.
Because boy, oh boy, they are in for a good one. When the government finds out, when the government catches you, you know you're in trouble, right?
Yeah, I hope that they save some of that money for a lawyer. I hope they did. I just hope they put some of that up for a bomb ass lawyer. Maybe you can cut you a baby blue deal. 20 months. That's not necessarily a long. That's not a long time when you consider taking $20 million from the government.
Yeah.
That ain't a whole lot of time. So I mean, you never know what might happen to you.
He was like, "You, Baby Blue got the either you return the money and pay this fine, or you go to jail." And I'd be like, Baby Blue was like, "I don't have the money. Like, what do you want? I spent the money already. Like, what more do you need?"
He's like, I don't know if you've been noticing, but the Pretty Ricky records aren't moving like that.
Right.
God damn, try saying that. Pretty Ricky records.
Pretty Ricky record.
Ain't nobody requested a Pretty Ricky concert right now, okay? Nobody's just
Yeah.
out here like, hey, what's Baby Blue and the rest of them niggas
Right.
doing right
Ain't
now?
nobody said, and it first of all, and it's not even even if you request Pretty Ricky records, you only getting you only right. We all messing it up. You only get. I'm only asking for Pleasure P because Pleasure P is the only
Yeah.
one out here making any
Him
of.
and Spectacular, you know.
Yeah, Spectacular.
Yeah, Spectacular. The other two is just kind of like, yeah. The one nigga that know the dark skinned dude that don't nobody know. I don't know his name. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to emulate his raps because
Yeah.
I don't even know him. That's
You
how
don't know it.
unmemorable you are.
Yeah. Dang.
It's like you're the nigga that none of us remember. We all know Baby Blue because he was the Baby Blue, the nigga.
Oh wow.
The first one.
Yeah.
If you put the song on, I can mimic it. But if you said
Yeah.
Nate sing these lyrics, that's what you're getting. You know. Anyways, let's get to this ad and we'll be right back for another topic.
Yep.
Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2 is interessante. It says a jury rules a 2014 handwritten note found stuffed in a couch can serve as Aretha Franklin's will, as opposed to a 2010 sealed document. Her sons can now access the money without taking the required business classes that were mandated in 2010. So let's get into this. So there's a lot of controversy that was surrounding Aretha Franklin at her death, of an alleged found will that was found stuffed in a couch. So the singer had 4 sons, and they did not have a formal typewritten will. 60-year-old Ted White II believes papers dated in 2010 should mainly control the estate, while the 53-year-old that's interesting. Cav Franklin and Edward Franklin favor a 2014 document, the one that was found in the couch. According to the Associated Press, a jury decided that the 2014 handwritten note can serve as the will. What's even crazier about this story is there's huge differences between the 2010 and 2014 documents. Because under the 2014 will, Cav Franklin and the grandchildren would get his mother's main home in Bloomfield Hills, which is valued at $1.1 million when she died, but is worth much more today. The older will said Keyclath and Edward Franklin must take business classes and get a certificate or a degree to benefit from the estate. This is a provision that is not in the 2014 will. Aretha's son Ted said the jury should have honored the 2010 version because it was locked away in a safe. However, the jury says a scribbled note in a couch is still a will and would be honored even if she had left it on the counter. What says you, Judge Boogie?
I mean, shout out to her sons, just letting the courts do their thing or whatnot. But it's giving very. It's a lot of sketch. It's a lot of sus situations happening right now. And every time someone passes or anything that revolves around money and family, it gets a little muddy in the first place.
Oh yeah.
I do believe that her sons should go to business school or just take a class just to understand financial literacy. It's hard, especially if that was in the original will. All this updated stuff, yes, you should get all this updated stuff should be included, but my man, don't you want to educate yourself just so you can get an understanding of what's about to be dropped in your hands, in your possession? You know what I mean?
No. Show me the money.
Wow. Wow.
This right here just tells me I need to go and get a paper towel and stuff it in my mom and
Not
dad's
a paper.
couch. Because that's what they gonna believe.
Yeah.
They not gonna believe the
Yeah.
lawyer and the court documents. They gonna
Yeah.
believe this balled up piece of toilet paper that we found stuffed in under the mattress.
It's sad that you have to go through the courts just to get your mother's estates together, but it also says a lot about your family. Like, hey man, if you ain't got it together, I'm gonna write this down and break it down for you.
You know what this says? Because she says she had 4 sons, right?
Yep.
2 of the sons, it sounds like 2 of them are very, I want to say what? You're better off when it comes to running things, but logically, maybe running things, maybe you're better off with your money is what it sounds like.
Sure.
It sounds like there's two kids here. Oh, okay. Never had any issue with y'all. Y'all have always been good with everything. But these other 2 over here, these are the ones that are going to run through it, which is why she said, you need to go to business school.
Yeah.
So I think we all can kind of see what's going to happen here. And it's not like the other 2 brothers was like, hey, we don't want y'all to have any of this. We just want you to go to the actual business school so you don't blow through the estate. We don't want you to lose the house. That's what this sounds like.
It's estates in general. It just doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy because people are just at some point, I would feel like Aretha must feel away. Like everybody just slow. Like at the end of her days, like everybody's a little too friendly right now. Like you weren't friendly with me when I was shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like in my early stages, like you weren't for me. But now that things are turning the other way, you wanna build a relationship with me all of a sudden.
It's like, what you talking about, Granny? You know we've always RESPECTU.
Oh,
I was just waiting.
God.
I was waiting.
Oh my God. This guy here, boy. Oh my God.
I mean, again, so this happened in 2010 was the first will.
Yeah.
You found another will. So you've been going through this. It's 2023.
Yep.
You could have had your business degree or the certificate by now, my guy.
Come on, man.
This is what 30 credit hours? Come on, bro. That's what 2
Real
semesters.
Quick. You should be prepping yourself. Like this is going to be a long haul of a trial. I'm just saying, like first of all, you should be grieving. Number one, that give me time to just understand that my mom is no longer here. Right. Not where's the
Oh, I miss mama.
Oh my God.
It's to your point earlier. It's like, wouldn't you want to stretch this money? Because a house that's valued at 1.1 million, that's great. But if you don't manage that right, you're not paying your taxes.
Yep.
You're not doing all the things to upkeep this. You're going to lose that, and someone's going to get it for a steal.
Yep. It's a lot of minutia. It's a lot of minutia people don't take in
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot to consider that nobody thinks about. Like you also have to remember all of this fighting and bickering in the courts that costs.
Yeah, you talking about draining your money.
Yeah. So right now, as much as you guys want to make sure you have a mediator and make sure everything's good to go, you are also paying for these decisions, for these choices. So these bills are going to someone. Please believe that.
I just look at this and it's like, bro, you could have been had that money if you
Right.
just went to the damn business classes.
That's
So it's
it.
like, how lazy are y'all that you will not take a class? She's not even saying they said degree or certificate. I could see if she was like, you got to go back to college. You
Right.
bro, it's a certificate. You could take a night class, bro.
Yeah. Certificates don't take long. Please believe.
Like, dog, like it just some of these things where I'm like, bro, and also I would think her estate would be worth well more than
Yeah.
what it's like 18 million they said her estate is worth. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, damn it, you know, some flim flammery going on with the paperwork.
Mhm.
So let's not flim flam what's left to y'all. Like, come on,
Mhm.
man. If that's the only contingency, I can see if it was something like, hey man, you got to go out here, you got to drop 200 pounds, you got to keep this weight off for the rest of your life. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe all that money ain't really worth it because I'm not gonna lose the kind of weight. But you know,
I
this
would.
is
I would
business.
I'll hire me a nutritionist. I'll hire me a fitness trainer. I'll be
That's
like, let's
true.
go.
For 18 million, I will
I will
I'll
find a
borderline
way.
turn to a crackhead.
I will get a tutor. This is why we're saying, get you a tutor, get you a study buddy, get you somebody. I'm
Study
just
buddy.
saying, a study buddy.
It like this was one of the easiest, and you know what? It's crazy. A lot of people do this for their estate, especially when people are young. It's like, hey man, you got to graduate college before you get any of this money.
Yeah.
Like you have to at least fulfill some of the duties. So I'm like, bro, that's the least you could do.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Business school, you could find you a little rinky dink clown college business school. But I got a certificate. Like, look, bro.
I'm guessing it has to be accredited.
I will hope so, because if she's already foreseen that y'all knuckleheads gonna run through this money, she's like, look, it can't be some school you found on the side of a billboard or some shit like that.
But I always think about is like, does it make sense for you to get this business certificate just so you can have a business? Because I'm sure you came to your mom and was like, Mom, I got this really cool business I want to do, blah blah blah. She like, yeah, but I'm gonna need to see some
Yeah,
paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like all
don't you?
parents.
Yeah, come on.
Now he like, mama gone. He like, give me my money.
Ain't no more trickery now. Now I can just give my money. That's all.
I know the two brothers who were on the side of not going to business school, they were the happiest when
Yeah.
that ruling came out. And it's just like, bro,
Oh.
I just because you know, you hear it all the time when it's like, damn, y'all sold Big Mama's house. This
Yeah.
is gonna be one of them situations. We're gonna circle back here and it's gonna be like, damn,
They
how
sold a
you blow
house
through
for.
18 million?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You already know what's gonna happen. But also, this is one of those things where it is important to have a will, but
Absolutely.
also, even in these things, because I know a lot of people they try to control their kids from the grave. When you're
Yeah.
not here,
Yeah.
your kids are gonna do whatever they want to do with
Yep.
that money or whatever you leave to them. You can say, "Hey, go out here, start a business, create generational wealth." If it's not in your children to do that, they're going to do what they want to do.
Yep.
So just know that when you leave stuff to them.
Even if I don't care. I will have a will if I got pennies to my name. My will would be like, this T-shirt is going.
Must wear this shirt with khakis only.
Right.
Oh, Granny Adrian's not here, so I'm wearing it with denim.
Right.
I mean, but that's just kind of how it is, though. It's just like I
Well,
want you to do the right thing with it,
yeah.
but I'm dead, so
Yep.
I really don't care what you do.
Um,
Just don't lose it. Because
That's it.
if you lose all these millions that I worked hard to get, I'm gonna haunt your ass what is this spirit every night? It's
Yeah.
me. Boo.
Me,
Wake your
right
ass
here.
up. Go to work.
You blew my money.
Boo. I swear to God.
Not
I'm
boo.
beating your ass. It just beating the pillow. Why can't
Yeah.
I'm having the worst headaches every night? Because it's me beating your ass because you blew
Oh
this
my
money.
You said boo.
I was just, what is that draft? It is me. I am the draft because you
I
should have
am
left.
here. Right. You sold my house. Guess what? I'm following you.
I imagine all of the Black ancestry when their kids have done well with them, they're at peace, they're resting. But the ones whose kids blown it, that's why these ghosts are haunting people.
They are the wind. Say, can you feel
You
the
blew it.
gravity?
You blew all the goddamn money. Like,
Right.
come on, bro. How you gonna sell Mama's gold records? That would piss me off too, though.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they did some shit like that, how you gonna sell the gold records? You know it's some shady people who do that in the family.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know it.
That's sad.
I would be pissed. But Boogie,
Yes,
much
sir.
like those Negroes, niggas have been tripping. So let's get to it. With y'all niggas tripping. Who you got this week for y'all niggas? I gotta pull the hater blockers up.
Oh my God. My you niggas is tripping has got to go to a drunk Delaware man who bit a police dog multiple times while trying to evade arrest.
So you took a bite out of crime?
Oh wow. Did he? What is this? What is it? Scruff McGruff? Scruff McGruff got his ass chewed up. Okay. Jamal Wing. By the way, this is a 47-year-old man.
So old enough to know.
Wing. He got adult teeth. Okay, out here allegedly launched an attack after state police pulled him over in a Wilmington parking lot at 1:40 a.m. for speeding on an area highway. So my man, you were speeding, got pulled
Strike
over.
one.
You got pulled over while you were drinking, by the way. You were buzzed. You know how they tell you, even buzz, you shouldn't drive. Even when you're buzzed, you shouldn't drive. Okay? 1:40 in the morning. And he got pulled over and he decided to bite the dog. He jumped out of the car without being told and refused troopers' commands to get inside the vehicle. And then the troopers sicked the K9 on the wing. First of all, they got the K9 out at 1:40 in the morning dealing with this. Okay. K9 came out to arrest him. And the man reportedly literally chumped back and bit the K9. Come on now, multiple times. Come on, yo.
I'm just one. This person is unhinged. Okay, we could just already go ahead and say like there's not enough handcuffs in the world to just to contain this person. You kind of have to have like 50 people take this guy down. I'm sorry. If you're biting dogs, can't no man take you down. Like we ain't about to engage in no fisticuffs because you different breed out here.
I always feel weird I always feel weird when they include animals. Like animals don't know this is like we are forcing animals to do a job. They know nothing about. Two troopers and the K9. The K9, his name was Mako, was injured by the gentleman, and they required a medical evaluation. The dog had to go to the doctor, and the dog was like, "Man, they don't pay me enough." Oh, they don't pay you? Okay, they don't pay.
Bits.
Right? He got bit, all right. Okay, he got them bits.
I just like the dog didn't sign up for this. Like, when he woke up that morning, he's just a regular day of being a police dog. I'm about to go bite some perps. He didn't expect he was gonna get bit. Like, come on, like this is just. But also, like, bro, like,
how are you biting down on a dog?
And then to do it twice, like,
because you know what it is. The dog probably bit him. He was like, "Oh, so we biting people?"
We matching energy out here.
So he was like, "Bite me, I'll bite you back.
A bite for a bite."
Right.
But did he bite the other officers too? Because I'm like, look, bro, if you biting a dog, but you don't bite, I'm just like,
No, he was wrestling. He was wrestling the troopers. He wasn't biting them.
I'm gonna bite you. I just what will possess? There's not enough one. There's not enough alcohol in the world, bro. You're not that drunk.
Yeah.
Like I know you might be able to like take on a taser, but come on, you biting the dog, bro. Like this is just.
He suffered a gash on his forehead as well. If you see the picture, he definitely like he lost. So
I just be looking at these things and I'm just like, you know what? Some ass whoopings, you just kind of just be like, that was well deserved. And honestly, for him to only get that little gash on his head,
yeah,
they had a lot of restraint.
yeah.
Them cops show, because you know how they feel about animals. You know how they feel about animals.
Oof.
And a police dog at that. So this was a dog in uniform.
Yeah.
Bruh, you could have got killed. Like seriously, they don't play about the uniform dogs like
Yeah,
that.
your life could have been over with.
Just straight up foolishness. Well, do better, sir.
Do better.
Better.
Yeah, who you got?
I am giving my young niggas trip into the weed bar in out here in Detroit. They are having to recall several Eddies. I know you're
Oh my
consumer
God.
of the
Yes.
Eddies. It says here the edibles company made by Golden Shores Company made bars that contain 200 milligrams of THC, and they were not telling people that. They were just letting people figure it out on their own because, hey, the bar says the weed bar. We're not telling people that the maximum should be, hey, 10 milligrams or less. What were people doing? They were eating the entire candy bar. There were several people who were checking themselves into the emergency room because, for lack of better words, the world was spinning. Okay, it is spinning. I don't go over usually 20 to 30 milligrams, so I can only imagine what 200 will do to a person. My God, you was asking for it to stop, and it wasn't stopping. Like
you talking about the highest of highs. Come on now.
It always feels like when you're asking for it to stop, it intensifies. So I can only imagine what these people were going through. So they are asking people to return the bars so they can be destroyed because they did not properly label them. I guarantee they will properly label those now because consumers had experienced adverse reactions after using the products, report their symptoms and products to use. I was just like, okay, yeah.
What's the name of the brand, the bar?
It's called the Weed Bar. Just flat out the Weed Bar. Which is also sold by a company called the Weed Bar. The Weed Bar sold by the Weed Bar.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it was just completely labeled as just a package that says, the Weed Bar.
Oh my God.
It's a catch-22 with these edibles now because you get the ones where they look too much like children's candy. So you can mess around and be like, oh, these are Sour Patch Kids, and they're actually not Sour Patch Kids at all. Nope. So it's like, come on, man. We all enjoy a good trip. Nothing wrong with having a nice Eddie, but don't be having people out here like zombies. Come on, y'all. And also for those people who are like 200 milligrams, that ain't a whole lot. You guys are junkies. You're walking junkies.
You have a problem.
You shouldn't be ingesting that many milligrams. Like, come on, y'all. Like, do better. Do better. How much you want to bet, though? There's going to be a lot of people who are not going to return those bars for destruction.
Not at all. They're going to be doing it for a challenge. Can you consume? But please don't do that.
Bar.
Please don't.
You know what the worst part is? I feel bad for the people who were eating chunks of that. Man, this ain't shit. And ate the whole bar. And it was just like.
You're not supposed to consume an entire anything. Take a piece.
Yeah, in theory. But you know, people, everybody's like, I ain't no punk. You know,
Be a punk sometimes. Be a punk.
these 80s can't hold me down, and then they be holding you down. You be stuck to the ground. So
Yep.
it's just like, well, you know, enjoy that trip, y'all.
Oof.
Yeah, let's get to this final ad, and we'll be back for the final topic.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
They should have had the guitars on sale for Prime Day. Could have been. For the final topic, health professionals are being urged to use the term bonus holes when referring to vaginas in order to avoid offending transgender and non-binary patients, according to the Daily Mail. The suggestion was made by a charity called Joe's Cervical Cancer Trust, which aims to provide information and support for health professionals treating patients with cervical cancer, per the news outlet. The charity clarified that they were not suggesting that all women use the term, but rather it was important to use inclusive language that would reach out to the transgender and non-binary individuals. However, the idea has been met with criticism from women's campaigners online who argue that the language is misogynistic and dehumanizing. The use of the term bonus holes instead of vaginas is seen as an attempt to be more inclusive and respectful towards transgender non-binary individuals. By using the terminology, health professionals are acknowledging that not everyone with a vagina identifies as a woman. The charity believes it is important to recognize and validate the identities of all patients, regardless of their gender identity. However, social media critics say replacing the term vagina with bonus hole is problematic as it diminishes the significance and complexities of the female anatomy. Many people on Twitter in particular said that this language is demeaning and reinforces harmful stereotypes. The charity defended their suggestion by stating they were providing information for all individuals with cervixes.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
And the health professionals who support them. They emphasize the need for healthcare providers to be sensitive and inclusive in their language to ensure that all patients feel respected and understood. What say you, Boogie? Bonus holes or not?
Maybe a different name than bonus holes. I don't know about that. Like, what's wrong with just the anatomy of vaginas is vaginas? Like, that's the technical term. The vulva, the labias, yes, we're not saying your genitalia is connected to your gender. No. We're saying when you are going to doctors, physicians, this is the specific genitalia that we're focusing on for your time there. If
Right.
you have other, genitalias, then that's the name of that genitalia. I don't think you should change it to bonus holes just to accommodate everybody, because I think everybody is different. everybody do have holes in every yeah, everybody has holes. That's just what it is. But I don't know about calling it bonus holes because that means you have an additional hole.
That should be put on a t-shirt. Everybody has holes. Like,
Everybody has holes. I'm just saying.
no, I I agree with you 100%. I feel like who are the people who are having these conversations?
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be a conversation amongst folks who are in the trans community. How about we let folks who are in the community as well as how about y'all work together to come up with some of these things? Because it just seems like there are people who are not in the community who want to impose things on others who are also
Mm-hmm.
not in the community. That's how we should move. How about we
Mm-hmm.
just talk to people in the community? But hey, what should we call the genitalia? And I'm sure people in the community would be like, let's call it this. Like what you were saying, let's call these the appropriate anatomy terms or
Yeah.
whatever. I think some of
Yeah.
this is just we're trying to make people offended by some of these things because it's just like, bro, like, come on, where is this really coming from? Now, I can see if this is actually coming from the community and those types of things, then it's just like, okay, cool, let's.
Because the article says they're being isolating people who don't have vaginas. Well, guess what? People that don't have vaginas have something else, have a different genitalia. So we say that genitalia. That doesn't discount or says that you're less of whatever
Or
gender
person,
you
right?
identify as. We're just saying that specific genitalia is called that specific genitalia. That is it.
Yeah, I agree. And again, it's not coming from a place of trying to offend anyone. But
No.
term, the term bonus holes, that is, excuse me, that is just like, whoa, there's you can't even soften that up a little bit. That just, yeah, you got a bonus hole over here. Like, I don't think anyone, even if I were a person in I don't, that right there, I think that puts more of a target on the person than just giving it the proper term and what it's called, proper genitalia. I feel like you saying we're about to inspect the bonus hole, that would make me feel like I am
Uneasy. What? Like I'm not part of the
like I'm not
quote.
normal.
Yeah.
That would I feel like that does more damage to me. That's just me because
Hmm.
I'm just like, hey man, don't call it a bonus hole. Call it because I mean you still have that genitalia. So I
Hmm.
would just think like, why are we calling it a bonus anything? To me, that's just and also it's just like if there's someone who has just the hint of sarcasm to them, they're what you most people are going to laugh. There, no one's going to take that seriously. So I'm like, bro, you got to come up with something to where it is just, I don't know. But bonus hole, I don't know. It was crazy. I tried to be in the comments for things. I try not to, because in the comments, everyone is going to have their opinion
Of course.
as to how they feel about this. And I was like, okay, let's block out all the homophobic people and the people who just want to be the loudest. But I was actually looking for people who were in the community. And I get no, you're not a monolith, so you can't just isolate like, okay, there's 5 people from the community and they're saying this.
Hmm.
But it was very telling of people who identify in that community. And even they're scratching their heads like, who the hell is pushing this stuff through? Like who just wakes up and is like, bonus hole? You know, like you got to really sit down and be thinking like, what is y'all's agenda to wake up one day and say this? Unless there really is, because I don't know, I'm not in the community, unless they're really finding out when they go to these hospitals and things, there really are people who are being discriminated based on body parts and things like that, then I could say, okay, let's go along with this. But I don't know. I don't know those numbers, so I don't want to speak to that. But it's just like when you look at the people who this affects, they're like, man, this ain't it.
I I'm trying to like in order to be inclusive, you have to uh
Include said people from the community.
include everybody. So right. So to me, I feel like yes, there are issues that definitely need to be addressed as far as when people go into the medical field or when they go get medical attention and stuff like that. Like what happened to just being like, hey, Do you identify as this gender, whatever gender? Okay. What
Right.
kind of body part do you have?
Pretty much.
That's it. All
You
right.
went to
So,
med school. You should
right.
be able to identify all these things.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to tend to that specific body part. That is it. That's how we
I
include
agree.
everybody. Just make it like that. Make it a smorgasbord of options, and you know what I mean. Like that's it. You don't have to overcomplicate things.
You really don't. Not at all. And I just think even when if we were to adopt this, right, and we take this out into the regular community, now you about to have niggas out here just
But they part of the regular
being
community.
niggas
It's
like,
just
let me see that bonus hole, girl.
yeah, everybody want to be a part of their specific community as well as the general community.
Right.
Everybody is everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like what no one is normal, but everybody wants to be normal. So let's
Right.
let's clear that up right now. No one is normal. Everybody is their person. Everybody has their specific special make and model
Right.
of you, okay? But normal is whatever you make of normal. That's your normal.
Just don't call it bonus holes.
Yeah. I just don't like that.
I feel like I was like, dang, so out of all the names, it was like bonus hole. Like who you know what? That came from the guy in the room who never contributes anything good to any conversation. He's like, I know we're gonna call it bonus hole.
Holes.
And they was like,
and they
what,
went
Jim?
with it.
You right.
You really don't give suggestions. We're gonna take this one.
I just, also though, this is one of those things. One, there weren't any trans people in the room when they were talking about this.
Oh, of course not.
Weren't any trans people in there. There was not a single black person in there, and there wasn't a woman in there. Because you know what? I guarantee if there was a black woman in there, she would have been like, nope, that ain't it. There's got to be something else that we can come up with. Because I'm just like,
try again, y'all. Try again.
I am all for respecting everyone and treating, I will address you by what you want to be called and addressed by, but bonus hole, that just so informal. Like it just, even, like there's words when you talk about like moist. That's one of them words where everyone's just
I knew you was gonna say moist. I knew you was gonna say moist.
I was trying to figure out something that was better than that word, but everyone just kind of cringes when they hear that. I feel like bonus hole is that word where we're just like, you couldn't, well, come on. Let's go back to the drawing board. Like, let's just revisit this.
Yeah.
But
and don't connect bonus, because bonus, when you hear bonus, you be like, oh, okay, yeah,
extra,
that's positive. That's a positive, and then you gonna connect it with whole. Come on.
When I think bonus, I'm thinking like, oh, I asked for a 10-piece nugget. Y'all gave me 11. That's a bonus. That is what I am thinking. And in this regard, I'm like, you just no, because even when you think about it, right? You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. We are not even gonna go there. Just not gonna do it. Just do better. People in the medical field, do better. Just include everybody when y'all making these decisions.
Try again.
Just do that.
Try again.
Do that. Like to avoid being cancelable. So, we're just gonna do that.
You can't right, I was about to say, you can't cancel me. That's the way that I protect myself. You will not be PPPing me. I will not be caught as a fraud around here.
Not I neither. I was just like, you know what? Let's not say that. But like I said, I'm all for everyone being included in all these conversations. Absolutely. You just have to have people from those said communities that are there to kind of reinforce it and be like, no, that's not cool. Yep. It's like, so many things that go on in this world when you don't have a black person in there, and then these dumbass companies, why are all the black people mad? Because you should have had a black person there to be like, this ain't gonna go over so well. This is another one of those situations. Case in point. But they'll figure it out, hopefully, or at least next week they'll have a new term for us to all figure out what we're gonna say there. Anyways, Boogie.
Yes, sir.
We have come to the end of another dope episode. I think that's 111.
Yeah.
out here.
Don't we got a blunt fact?
Oh, you are absolutely right. You know what? Sometimes I do be forgetting the blunt facts. I do have a good one for y'all because I know y'all love these. You know, YouTube has been cracking down upon folks dabbling on the air. So hey, you know, light up, do what you do, because this is that segment of the show where you could be like, hey Nate, this is making the weed just bud that much more. It's burning that much brighter. Or you might be like, hey, you know what? That was really blunt. You hurt my feelings. It's nothing blunt facts. So here we go. You know, I actually had the fact and then I scrolled away from it.
You ain't
But
like it.
nah, you know, it was one that I was like, I had it, and then you know, when you go away to a different site, and you're just like, why is it not where I left it off at? So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, just give me like 2 seconds to scroll, and because it was a really good one. It was a fantastic one, and I was just like, wait, how did they figure it out? So give me 2 seconds to locate it, or I can just give you just another random one. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Do what you
Because
gotta
this
do
one
then.
was one of those ones where you're gonna be like, what? I never knew that. And I'll be like, yeah, hey, I didn't know that either. All right, let's see if it pulls itself up here.
These blunt facts.
Oh, found it. Here we go. I knew I was gonna find it. Space partly smells like diesel fuel and barbecue. This is mainly due to the amount of dying stars in the galaxy. The combustion releases a compound known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. So, you know, I just be wondering sometimes, you know, barbecue and these how did they know that? I want to know, how do they know that? Because you can't lift up your mask because you're gonna die. How did they know that? So I could only surmise this to being one thing. It is aliens out there who just barbecuing throughout the galaxies. They
Oh
just be
God.
hopping through like the multiverse of galaxies, and it's like, hey, zippy zap over there. You got the brats, and they like, yeah, dope. I got the grill. Let's come on. We got the brats, the grills, and they just grilling throughout the galaxies. That's why it smells like barbecue up there. And
Good to
maybe
know.
the aliens are black. Maybe the aliens, they just a higher life form of just black people who are really cool. Because you know, us down here in our earth form, we the shit. Everything revolves around the things that we do as black folks. So maybe the aliens are up there just like, yo, we barbecuing, we grilling all the time in the Milky Way. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Nothing but facts.
This guy here, boy.
See how I tied that all? It all revolves around black people. Boogie. It's all centered around the bliggity blackness.
That's us.
Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. Shout out to the day ones. We appreciate you. Boogie, what you got for the peoples?
As always, don't forget to smash that bell notification so you can get all of our content as soon as it drops. Thank you so much for supporting us continuously, taking the time out to listen and watch us on the socials, on all of the platforms that we upload this podcast. Remember to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast.
It's your favorite podcast. We're kind of like Jesus and God, but not as, you know, prolific. You know, sometimes we might not show up when you want us to, but we're always on time. Sometimes these episodes might not show up when you want them to, but I got nothing else for the people's boogie. I'm your boy Nate Galloway,
And I'm Adrian Brandyburn.
and this is the Late Night Podcast. We sometimes shoot during the day. We'll catch y'all next time on Late Night with me and me.
Oh God. Bye y'all.